White Lion's Radar Love. Who did the original? Golden Earring? Yeah, that's right. Wow, White Lion, the heavy metal group that did songs like Wait and When the Children Cry, doing their version of Radar Love. Hey, Texas's own Buddy Holly once sang a song called Not Fade Away. And in 1979, Neil Young sang these immortal words, my, hey, hey, rock and roll is here to stay. It's better to burn out than to fade away. But General Douglas MacArthur famously quoted, old soldiers never die, they just fade away. In 1989, Aerosmith had a song called What It Takes, in which they sang, when you don't look back, I guess the feelings start to fade away. But later in 1995, British rock group Oasis said, don't look back in anger. What's the story, Morning Glory? My son Ben, formerly known as Benjamin, was born that year on March 1st, 1995. Like Alanis Morissette, I thought, you ought to know. Well, there it is. A year that Radiohead gave us the bends. 1995 is coming up on the charts. I speak of next hour. But I won't forget you, 80s babies. Here's more 80s music with Madness in Our House in the middle of our street. That's Foster Road here at KPPC. Simon, you can call me Al, and I can call you Betty, and better not call me late for dinner. All right, welcome to the second hour of our 80s time here at KPPC, where all week we play hits of the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and for our special time here on Saturday nights, the 80s. So looking back, what were some of those hits? Well, today we're taking an even bigger of a detour than last week. My son Ben was born March 1st, 1995. So this week we're looking back at number one hits from this moment and years ending in 5. There's all my fingers. But even more special to cover my son's lifetime, I'm including 95, 05, and 2015. You probably never play those songs, but at least you know what they were. All right, so for the 29th day of February 1955, the number one song was the McGuire Sisters with Sincerely. February 1965, we had Gary Lewis and the Playboys with This Diamond Ring, and the Temptations with My Girl. February 1975 brought us the Eagles and The Best of My Love. 1985, Wham's Careless Whisper. February 1995, Take a Bow by Madonna. And then 2005, we had Mario with Let Me Love You and 50 Cent with Candy Shop. And then 2015, we got Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars with Uptown Funk. Wow, that was 2015. That's already 4 years ago. Well, here's a song that went to number 23 in 1980. Here's The Clash with Train in Vain here at KPPC. with that bad case of loving you. What kind of, you gotta call that doctor. All right. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, I believe in prayer. Welcome to the KPPC 80s show. Here for 3 hours on Saturday nights, we pass by the 50s, 60s, and 70s and move on up into the 1980s. And I want to know, besides #1 singles, what also were the #1 albums at this moment in time. My son Ben was born March 1st, 1995, so for the 29th day of February 2020, here we go. In February 1955, we had Mario Lanza with The Student Prince and Jackie Gleason with Music, Martinis, and Memories. February 1965, we had the Beatles, 65. Makes sense. All right, February 1975, we had Bob Dylan with Blood on the Tracks. 1985, we had Madonna with Like a Virgin and Wham with Make It Big. Then we go up to February of 1995, we had Garth Brooks, The Hits. But we also go to 2005, Three Doors Down, 17 Days, and Ray Charles with Genius Loves Company. Then 2015, we had Drake with If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, and Imagine Dragons with Smoke and Mirrors. Now here's a song from a number 15 album in 1983 from the album Pipes of Peace. We have Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson singing Say, Say, Say. Say what? Here at KPPC. Carlisle of the Go-Go's, Mad About You. Hopefully it wasn't something I said. Oh, mad about you, like she loves you and stuff like that. All right. We love our music of the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, but I enjoy reminiscing about other entertaining features of the past too. So what about the movies that caught our attention back in the day? Well, keeping with years ending in 5, here's the top grossing movies from the 50s on up. In 1955, we had Cinerama Holiday, Oklahoma, and Guys and Dolls. 1965 brought us The Sound of Music, Thunderball, and The Great Race. 1975, we had Jaws, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and The Apple Dumpling Gang. 1985, we had Back to the Future, Rambo, First Blood 2, and Rocky IV. 1995, when my son was born, we had Die Hard with a Vengeance, Toy Story, Batman Forever, and Jumanji with Robin Williams. Then we go up to 2005, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and Batman Begins. So we had Batman Forever, and then 10 years later, Batman Begins. All right, then 2015, Star Wars The Force Awakens, Jurassic World, and The Hunger Games with Mockingjay Part 2. Well, here's a song from the year 1980 when the movies Empire Strikes Back, Private Benjamin, and the Blues Brothers were popular. Here's Tom Petty, Don't Do Me Like That, here at KPPC.